Now we in the baby. This is King Kevin in the building. Thanks for joining in, everybody. And Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. My name is King Kevin Dorival, author and filmmaker. You know, two-time author, and wrote Courage to Believe in 7 Types of Queens, King Desire, which is this book in my hand, and which is why we're doing a tribute to Florence Griffin Joyner. Flo-Jo was a fantastic track star from back in the day. She was born December 21st, 1959, and she passed away sunset September 21st, 1998, which is 20 years today. And so, and the reason why I'm doing this video is because it's a lot of people who, a lot of women, young women, don't know who Flo-Jo is. They didn't know anything about her, what she represented, and why she's so still to this day highly revered. And there's some controversy on why she isn't really promoted or mentioned as much in the Olympics. You don't hear much about it. You might hear more about Marion Jones. You know what I mean? And Marion Jones got caught up in, doing doping up to win. And Flo-Jo, she never cheated. They even tested her blood. They tested her blood, her piss, while she was alive. And even after she died, they still wanted to test to make sure that she was on no drugs, because she got the record in 100 and 200 meters. She ran a 10.49 in 100. Do you know how fast a 10.49 is? Does anybody know how fast that is? If you don't know how fast that is, trust me. You run a 10.49. I ain't never run a 10.49 in 100. I think the fast time I ever ran in 100 was like a 10.7, maybe 10.7, 10.75, something like that. And I'm pretty fast, so I know for the fact that she was able to run that. That speaks volumes. And then in the 200, she ran a 21.34, I believe it was, 21.3, 21.34. These are 2 world records that has been set since 1988. That means Mrs. Frazier from Jamaica ain't beat it. That means all these track stars from America ain't beat it, including Marion Jones. They still have not beat that record. Now, the reason why she made it into my book, 7 Types of Queens, King Desire, is because she actually did a lot in her community. She started a foundation called a Flo-Jo Foundation, where she got a bunch of little girls and a lot of celebrities, female celebrities, to come meet up at a camp and work with these underprivileged young girls from the urban community. It was hundreds of little girls over the years that she looked out for, and fully paid for. These girls don't have to pay for nothing, you know what I'm saying? And I respect that, and as a woman of power, and as a man of power, I can speak from the man's perspective. When, even the Bible says, when you have a lot, when you're given a lot, much is required. To whom much is given, much is required. Which means that if you you've been blessed to do some great things, then it's your responsibility to give back. And a lot of people are not giving back, you know what I'm saying? So it just shows you that there's a different breed of people coming from the 80s, 90s, and today. You have the 90s babies. Everything has to be text message. Everything has to be quick and fast. And it's not their fault for the most part. For the most part, a lot of them just weren't being raised by a real parent. You know what I'm saying? Someone who was there all the time to make sure that there's food cooked, there's guardianship, and make sure there's mentorship, spiritual guidance, physical, has been a physical, being there in the present to, not just in the present, but to be there, their presence to discipline the children. There's so many things that are lacking that we just don't have any more of today. You know what I'm saying? It's just not as much. It's a different time, but Flo-Jo is able to rise above a lot of things. And part of the reason why, another reason why she's mentioned in my book is because she wore her natural hair. She had this long, beautiful hair. If you don't know who Flo-Jo is, do yourself a favor. Google Flo-Jo, F-L-O-J-O. And you will see how, she was on a track field and she had this tunnel vision. Everybody got tunnel vision on the track field. Like, you get in the zone. And why that's so important, when you're able to get into the zone, when you're working on something, when you have a goal in mind, when you have a race, a track race, so to speak, like Flo-Jo did quite often, it's like you have to completely forget about the world for 1 second. You know what I'm saying? Even disregard your own safety and just lock in the mission. And some people are able to tune into that. A lot of people can't. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times it really determines whether you're going to be successful or you're going to fail in something on the ability to focus and lock in on the goal at hand. Understand what the goal at hand is. And so I've been blessed enough to be able to do that. You know, not just with this book, but with my first book, Courage to Believe, you see up here, this one. This is my first book. It came out 2012, 2013, and I had to lock in and just focus. And it taught me a lot about persistence, consistency, faith. You know, this is an inspirational autobiography, my first book, and I got a documentary and stage play named after this, and also my nonprofit organization. I hope to do the things Flo-Jo did with her nonprofit. You know, to have a camp. I never really thought about having a camp. But to be honest with you, a camp won't be bad. It's like sometimes it's these little things. These events to us may be small, you know what I'm saying, minuscule or whatever, but in reality they're big, they're important, they inspire, they motivate people to do the right things, you know, to actually give back to the community, to be supportive, to listen, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes we just don't listen, and unfortunately that's the case with a lot of people. You just don't listen. You know, the prisons are filled with a lot of people that are just hard-headed all the way around, you know, and I got people in my family like that. I had to put that up right quick. Y'all like that, right? All these things, you know, this is being focused in on the conversation that I'm having with you guys. Being able to lock in. Get back to at hand, I would like to host events around the world. I would like to host a camp maybe in the summer for a week or 2 weeks with just young boys or young adult males on one side, and maybe a whole nother 5-10 miles just the girls and female mentors, and work on things such as healing ourselves, things like learning how to be positive, you know, mastering our energy, knowing how to balance our time and time management skills. You know, sometimes we don't balance our time right, we be all over the place and accomplish nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's vitally important to actually manifest those things you have in your heart, in your soul, because if you don't, it creates discontentment. It creates anxiety. It creates depression. It creates a spirit of failure. And when you fail enough in things, you're going to begin to lack confidence. And so I would like to work on, maybe in the next couple of years. Actually, I think I'm going to wait till I get married for that one, because that's going to take a tremendous amount of work and effort. And and I'm doing way too much on my own right now already. So I'm definitely going to wait till I get married to actually go ahead and jump on, you know, building that type of program, because even though it needs to be done, you know, even though our people need it, I definitely want to be mindful of, you know, being healthy mentally, physically, and spiritually. It was going on, everybody. Anderson, AJ Jackson, Brittany. AJ, you still ain't called me or text me. You know, I definitely want to talk to you. And I hope you're doing good down there in Miami. You know what I'm saying? AJ showed a lot of love to me back when I was in Florida. And Ashika, you know, I didn't forget you. I'm coming to Texas. Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about the updates. I'm talking about Flo-Jo. I didn't even talk about updates. We'll be back to Flo-Jo, but the updates, I'm going to be on V103, which is a big radio station, if not the biggest radio station in Atlanta, Georgia, especially within the urban community. So check me out Sunday from 4 to 6. I just got the confirmation today, so we'll be on my website, KevinDorival.com, which is on the description of the video, wherever you catching this video at, Instagram, Facebook. We're going to talk about relationships and sex, you know. The questions for this show is going to be interesting, so I hope I'm politically correct, but it's dealing with sex, relationships, and commitment, from what I was told from the host. So I'll be on the air with Joyce Littell this Sunday from 4 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. I'm happy. I'm hoping that this show is going to open a way for me to get on Steve Harvey's show. Steve Harvey Show, Open Book Talk, The View, The Helen Show, Sister Circle in Atlanta. these shows I am actively pursuing to get on, you know, and I want to share you guys with another story too. Just speaking about, you know, being focused and challenging, you know, channeling your energy and being able to accomplish the goals that you have in mind. Just recently, just last night, literally just last night, I was at Morehouse College. I didn't even post on my social media. I've been so busy with promoting my book and getting ready to do the filming, the recording for our short film. For now, it's going to be a full feature film, 7 Types of Queens, King Desire. Alright? So we're going to do 7 Types of Queens movie auditions tomorrow. Go to the website or go to my social media. You will see it. So if you know any actors, actresses, film producers, cinematographers, videographers, directors, have them share this information, share this video with them, or go to my bio and get it. Now tomorrow I'm going to be on the show with Saturday with Mrs. Sunday with Joyce Littell, with some other people going to be on the show. So hopefully I do a good job. I need to sell these books. I need to sell thousands of books. I want to sell 10 books a day, even 100 books a day if possible, nationwide, worldwide, you know. And this book is very much a spiritual book. All right. Now back to what I was getting ready to tell you guys. Just last night I was at Morehouse at it was an African discussion. I want to say Pan-African discussion, but it was definitely African discussion out there at Morehouse. So shout out to everybody who hosted that event. I don't have the flyer on me right now, but big ups to everybody who was there last night. I met some great people. Shout out to brother Kwame, and shout out to the professors that was there, Dr. Livingston, Dr. Lewis. But listen, before I got to the event, right? True story. Before I got to the event, I was 30 minutes late because I didn't take account the traffic that Atlanta goes through around that time of day. You thought like 6 o'clock in the evening. It's very busy, especially going southbound. And I only been in Atlanta 5 months. Those who didn't know. So while I was there, I'm walking in front of the. First of all, it took a minute to find the building in the first place. You know, because it's my first time there at Morehouse, Spelman right there, and I've been sending a few copies of my book to Spelman, right? So I sent it to Spelman in Morehouse, a couple of professors. Only about 2 or 3 professors ever replied to my email. Only like 2 or 3 professors out of like 15 emails. I might have sent like 6, 7 books between Morehouse, Spelman, UGA. And at Morehouse, you know, the professor, you know, they tell me they're going to check me out and yada yada. I'm like, okay, you know, people brush you along. I end up going to walking in front of the building and you know, by Morehouse, right? There's an MLK statue, Dr. Martin Luther King statue, big, huge statue in front of this church. They call it the Martin Luther King Church something. And I'm walking in front of it, and I'm taking these selfies on my phone. And while I'm taking the selfies, there's a professor that I've been trying to reach out to for the past 2 months. You know, I sent the email, not 2 months straight, but you know, I sent at least 3 emails. I've called at least 5 times, you know, maybe 6 times, different departments at Spelman. So as I'm walking in front of the building, this lady, beautiful queen, black queen, was walking by. You know, she had her dress real nice and braided up, and it was gorgeous. You know what I mean? And she was carrying her briefcase, and you know, one of the roll of briefcases. You know, so I could tell she's either a professor or, you know, someone with a big position there, maybe a director. Who knows? So as I'm walking, as I'm there, walking around the statue, taking selfies, she see me like, "Do you need help, young man?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can use some help, right?" And so, you know, "You need help taking a picture?" So I gave her my camera. She took the picture, took a couple of them. She said, "Is that all you want to take? You want to take no more?" I said, "No, I'm sure the picture you took was fine. Don't worry about it." Like, okay. So we started walking, and I was like, "Well, my name is King Kevin. I'm an author and filmmaker. I'm here for an event at Morehouse. Do you know where Wheeler Hall is? Right? Wheeler Hall, and which is across the street from where we were. Actually, it's across the street, but one building next across the street." So she's like, "Yeah, it's right there." So I started walking down the stairs, and I turned around, and I was like, "Thank you so much," right? And so I seen she was kind of struggling, not struggling, but you know, it's a heavy case, and she's taking these flights of stairs down. And I was like, can I help you with your bag? They're like, sure, okay, I appreciate it. So I help her with her bag, right? So I'm walking down, carrying the bag for her. I asked her what's her name. You know, just I told her my name. I said, what's your name? And you know, she's an older woman, about 60, maybe 65 years old. You can tell she keeps herself well kept. Very, you know, formal, professional. The gorgeous African earrings, and the dress was just like awesome. You know what I mean? Definitely a natural queen, a natural sister. And so she told me her name was Dr. Such and Such. So I'm like, Dr. Lewis. She said, yes. Are you a professor here? She's like, no, I'm a director here, African Studies, African American Studies. I said, really? I said, you're the Dr. Lewis from the African American Studies Department at Spelman? She was like, yes, that's me. I've been trying to get in contact with you. Your sister didn't tell you there's a young man who wrote this book, Seven Types of Queen King Desire, and that he wanted to speak to you. And she was like, she probably did. She probably put it on my desk, but you know, we just started school, so there's a lot of things that are taking priority over some other things. But she was like, well, I'll take one of your flyers. You know, I think, you know, if you have a flyer. And I gave her a flyer. I should have gave her 2 flyers. So I gave her a flyer, and she was like, immediately, as soon as I gave her the flyer, I kid you not, as soon as I gave her the flyer, she looked at it, and I told her, this is the book right here. You know, this is the, you know, I'm here, you know, promoting, but also come to this event. I'm getting everybody my flyers at the event, my flyer. And she was like, well, maybe, you know, I could check out your book, and we can set you up for a book talk. I said, yeah. Oh man, that was music to my ears. I was like, oh my God, I need that. You know, God is good, right? And I told her, see, that's God working. And you know, we both said our pleasantries, and she went about her business. But that was such an amazing experience. And then going to that event after that was another great experience. So shout out to everybody at Morehouse and Spelman, and everyone who supported me coming to London, coming to Atlanta, New York, coming to Texas next month. Doing a talk show in Texas, and also we'll be filming our movie October 20th. October 27th. We'll be filming the movie the 27th and the 28th. So I'm excited about it. I'm glad everybody who's there, who wants to support us, who believes in what I'm doing. You know, I truly believe and have a passion for what I'm doing. I love it. And I definitely thank everybody for, you know, just showing love, man. You know what I mean? Just showing love, like, for real, for real. I'll show at your next event, I promise. Well, I appreciate it. Well, it's been quite a few that's been popping off, AJ, but I do appreciate the love, support. I think you got the book, but if any woman who does not have 7 Types of Queen King Desire, especially if you're a black woman, but if you're a woman of any culture, any ethnicity, and you don't have 7 Types of Queen King Desire, you're out here calling yourself a queen or empress or goddess, you are fooling yourself. You're only a queen or goddess because you know that you're a child of the Most High God, but you don't know the extent of your powers as a goddess. And I'm working on 7 Types of Queen's Desire, which will be coming out next year, God willing. I'm going to lock in a week or 2, just straight writing every day. Every day I'm going to write down. I'm going to type at least 3 pages. 3 pages a day is a lot, but I'm going to focus for the next 10 days, 12 days, 3 pages a day. That's roughly 3 pages. That's roughly about 700 words a day. But the book is almost finished anyway. You know, just gotta get me a book cover and things of that nature, and we hanging out. So besides that, you know, there's a lot of people that's doing their thing. I'm proud of you. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to all my friends out there doing their thing. I want to give special thanks and appreciation to Linda down there in Fort Lauderdale, big supporter of mine. Queen Kathleen Jean. She has her own school down in Fort Lauderdale, doing big things. Who else I'm forgetting? Toshiba got a big event coming up tomorrow in Jacksonville, which I would have loved to have. I would have drove to Jacksonville, had I not had auditions tomorrow. And plus, I got school in the morning. I'm in theology school. For those who don't know, I'm practicing, studying theology, so I can better give off certain messages to people, be more concise with the ideas and thoughts and things like that. I do public speaking, so I do appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody in South Carolina who's kicking in here in Atlanta. I hope you guys got your homes back, electricity back. Definitely thank you. I didn't hear too much about any deaths, so I guess that's a good sign. You know what I mean? Peace, brother Michael Neal. What's going on with you, brother? Thanks everybody. Who else I'm forgetting? Somebody who doing that? Who doing that? Oh yeah, big ups to my little nephew's birthday next week. Dave and Devon. They got a birthday come Friday. Thursday. David's birthday is Monday, the 24th. The little David turning 14, and Devon turning 15 Thursday on the 28th. So shout out to them. I'm gonna give them a special gift or whatever. Lord, everybody know I love my nephews. You know, they're doing big things up there in South Florida, for real, for real. But up here in Atlanta, shout out to the women's wealth warriors. Special thanks to Queen Renee and Madison. Two matriarchs of that whole empire. They're doing their thing. I'm learning how to do currency exchange, and just doing a lot. And is life coaching affordable? Yeah, well, my life coaching is affordable. I don't know what these other people charging. I'm more like an energy director. You know what I'm saying? Helping people understand how to focus their energy, how to manifest their goals and dreams. Inbox me or send me an email if you want some of my life coaching courses and private lessons. It'll be one-on-one, definitely be private lessons at a place where both of us are comfortable, whether it's at a park or in the office or here in my home office where I have complete control of the spirits. A lot of people aren't aware that we surround ourselves with spirits, with a positive or negative. I'm more focused on the positive. I don't know about these other characters, but I'm definitely more focused on positive energy and positive spirits. Just being up here in Atlanta, I've been hit up a lot of times. People, asking me, can I heal them? Indirectly or directly asking me, can I help heal them of their past pains and some of the spiritual demons, the demons that are haunting their minds and their spirits. And so I know this is not the topic of the discussion, tribute to Flo-Jo, but I definitely, I'm a demon slayer, you know what I mean? Like I hunt witches and warlocks, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not, I know I walk with the Most High God. And because you live in Atlanta, definitely the online courses, the online life coaching will be not just online over internet Skype, but it will be phone calls as well. Phone calls, and if a flight is needed for me to come to where you're at, of course you'd be paying for me to come fly over there. But I definitely do. I truly believe that it's not just power in words, but power in the energy of being in the presence of certain people and places and things. In life it's like a combination. You have to have the right type of combinations. How much do we turn here to stay some demons here? Hey, send me an email, info@kevindorival.com, or DM me. DM me your email, and we'll discuss that. I'm going to talk about this a lot more when I'm on a radio show in Atlanta. So V103. I haven't even put it on my website yet. This is new information. So everybody who's on here, I haven't even put it on social media yet. This is new information. I'm going to be on V103 in Atlanta. So I'm going to be in the studio with a couple other people. So I'm definitely thankful and happy for just the doors are opening. If you guys didn't hear the testimony I just gave about the Morehouse and Spelman thing, like, do you see what I'm saying? Like how miraculous that was? The very lady I've been trying to catch to do a book talk, I didn't have to come to her. She literally came to me. She's not even Morehouse and Spelman are pretty close in proximity. Like it's the same campus, almost same campus, but different buildings. she was on the Morehouse side, and she literally came to me. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Had I come early, because I was 30 minutes late. Had I came to that event early, I would have missed her. But the fact that I came late, she came to me, and I just couldn't help but just say how good God is, you know. And once I go to Spelman, then you got Morehouse, and you got Clark Atlanta, then you got UGA, you know what I'm saying. I come back to Florida, FAU, FIU, UF, UM, you know what I mean, FAMU, Bethune. Like, I want to go to speak in every school there is. You know, I'm the type of person that the enemy gonna hate me, because now I'm finding a position. Hey, thanks, Busy Fit Mama. How you doing, Mama Mia? Appreciate the love, sister. Good friend of mine is back home. But yeah, when I show up to a place, I remember vividly. One time I was with my god sister, right, and she ended up. I shouldn't even say god sister, but I was with a young lady, and it was her mom, her brother, and sister, and one of them was somewhat possessed. Actually, she was possessed. I'm not gonna say her name. She was possessed, and I kid you not, as I'm there, and I didn't have no idea about the situation. Nobody told me anything that the daughter was possessed. I just walked into the scene, and they said as soon as I arrived, now the spirit has been dormant for a couple of days, but as soon as I arrived there, that spirit had woke up and started acting crazy in her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking like, what's going on, I'm just coming from church. I don't know what's going on. And they told me, they explained to me. Well, they didn't explain to me. She explained to me what was going on a few days later after the situation. And so we had a prayer, and she explained to me, like, she don't know what it is, but as soon as you got there, Kevin, it's like you just evoked that anger in that spirit. And I said, I know why, you know what I'm saying? I know that I'm a spiritual warrior. I know that I'm here to slay demons and dragons and all of that. And so, but anyway, I get more into those things in detail. For those who are interested in my workshops, my life skills workshops, I'm an energy director. I will teach you how to focus your energy, how to channel in positive energy, and how to repel negative energy. I will teach you how to control your environment. If you want, and it's called Mastering Your Life, alright? So go to my website, KevinDorival.com, or send me an inbox or email, and maybe you know someone who may need my services. Please have them contact me. I'm a real one, you know what I mean? If you want to get my books, definitely go ahead and grab your copy. 7 Types of Queen's King Desire, they're only $16 paperback, $9.99 ebook, and $28 hardcover. And I just want to say a few things about Flo-Jo before I end this video. You know what I mean? I definitely want to give a shout out to the Queen. And I'm going to do a more specific video with none of this, all this other stuff, but straight video contributing to Flo-Jo. But the fact that today is September 21st, I had to do this video today for record's sake, But definitely want to say that she went to a couple of colleges. She went to California State University. She married Bob Kersey, which is Jackie Joyner Kersey's brother. He actually got remarried with a white woman. I don't know why or what happened, but the family is enraged by the situation. Let me tell you, they're suing them. Some other things that was going on, but they got married. The most important thing I want to say about Flo-Jo and her husband, she married now. Finest. If you ever seen Bob Kersey and you see Flo-Jo, you be like, man, she actually her fine self gonna marry that brother. You know what I'm saying? She could marry someone like me. You understand? But but on the real, she loved him because he believed in her. Like, he honestly believed that she could accomplish any of her dreams and goals. You feel me? Like, he truly believed, and she can clock in the times that people told her that it was impossible. If you've seen the post that I put on my Instagram, which is at Courage to Believe, or at 7 Queens, 7 Kings, that's Courage #2 Believe, you'll see that the post was like, anybody that said I could not do something that was impossible, I stopped listening to them. And that's so vitally important. We stop listening to those naysayers. Those naysayers are the ones who are going to hold us back from being successful, Another thing about Flo-Jo I want to say is that she also was uh, the health administrator, I believe, a health educator appointed by Bill Clinton while he was in office. So he let her do that. You know what I'm saying? Like she was actually had a huge position within the White House. She was on the Charlie Rose show. She had a clothing line, nail line. I mean, she was a mother of one child. Her daughter's a singer right now. Her daughter's actually a singer. Pretty good song. So check her out on YouTube. And what else is going on? Yeah. And by the way, I made a mistake. The Olympic Games was not. It was not in California. There wasn't one in California, but that was the one before this one. But 1988 was in Seoul. All right. That was Olympic game in Seoul. I just want to make sure that I made that clear because it was Los Angeles in '84 where she won the silver, but it was in 1988 in Seoul that she won the actual 3 gold medals and 1 silver medal. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Graduated at UCLA, doing her thing, man. Queen Flo-Jo for real, you know. And I hope that women pick up something from each and every one of these queens. Pick up some sort of attribute from each and every one of these queens, you know what I'm saying? And every woman should feel as if she is a queen. But identify with one of these queens, whether you're a cooking queen, a natural queen, spiritual queen, wise queen, sexy queen. Find out what type, warrior queen, what type of queen you are, and so that you can expand and become even a bigger and better type of queen. She was definitely young. She died at age 38, by the way. I'm 38 right now, and I'm still alive. Thank God. But she died at 38, very young. And she was married, so I'm glad she was able to get married. You know, she settled down and got married, you know, with Mr. Bob Kersey. And so, but anyway, that'll be all for today. I got things to do. As you can see, it's TGIF. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to enjoy this glass of wine. And make sure you guys believe in yourself. No matter how it looks, have faith. No matter what it looks like, what the adversity is, there's a way out of it. And things could always be worse than what you think it is. You follow what I'm saying? So be encouraged, be blessed. And yeah, check me out, man. King Kevin in the building, alright? TGIF. Hey, thanks, Mama Mia.